There's a number that separates those who build generational wealth from those who stay financially stuck forever. It's not 1,000,000. It's not even 500,000. My name is your name, and I've spent the last decade studying why some people become multimillionaires, while others with identical incomes, identical backgrounds, and identical opportunities never break through. And what I've discovered will fundamentally change how you think about building wealth in 2025 and beyond. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. The biggest threat to your financial future isn't inflation, isn't a market crash, isn't even a recession. It's what happens inside your brain the moment you cross $300,000 in net worth.
Section 1. The new wealth threshold. Let me start with something that might shock you. In 2025, the average household in the UK, US, Germany, and Australia will earn between $2.5 to $3.5 million over their working lifetime. That's not a small number. That's millions of dollars flowing through your hands. Yet, according to the latest data from December 2025, the median retirement savings across these countries sits at barely $120,000. In the UK, it's even worse at around £90,000. Think about that disconnect for a moment. Millions earned, but only a fraction saved. Where does it all go? The answer isn't what you think. It's not just lifestyle inflation. It's not just poor planning. It's not even just bad luck. It's something far more insidious, and it happens at a very specific moment in your wealth-building journey. That moment is $300,000. Now, you might be wondering, why $300,000 and not the $250,000 mentioned in older advice? Because in December 2025, we're living in a completely different economic reality than we were 5 or even 2 years ago. Interest rates have been on a roller coaster. Housing prices in London, New York, Sydney, and Berlin have continued their relentless climb. The cost of living crisis that started in 2022 has fundamentally reset what wealthy actually means. $300,000 today is what $200,000 was a decade ago. It's the new psychological threshold where everything changes. It's where your relationship with money transforms from logical to emotional. And it's where most people, without even realizing it, begin to sabotage themselves.
Section 2. The illusion of arrival here. What actually happens when you hit $300,000 in December 2025. You wake up, check your investment app, and see your portfolio is up £4,000 from yesterday, or $5,500, or €4,800. Whatever your currency, the number is significant, more than you used to make in a month at your first job. Your brain immediately does something dangerous. It starts calculating, if I can make £4,000 in a day, that's £20,000 a week potentially. That's over $1 million a year. This is what psychologists call the arrival fallacy. And in 2025, it's more dangerous than ever because of how visible wealth has become. You're not just comparing yourself to your neighbors anymore. You're comparing yourself to every finance influencer on TikTok, every success story on LinkedIn, every crypto millionaire on X, formerly Twitter. Let me paint you the exact picture of what this looks like in December 2025. You've been diligently investing in index funds. Maybe you've got a mix of S&P, 500 FTSE, all-share or DAX exposure. You've weathered the volatility of 2023 and 2024. You've survived the tech correction, the banking scares. Then something shifts. You start seeing those daily swings. Up $6,000 on Monday, down $4,000 on Tuesday, up $8,000 on Wednesday. Your brain, which evolved to hunt and gather, not to manage six-figure portfolios, starts playing tricks on you. You begin to feel wealthy. And that feeling, that dangerous, intoxicating feeling, is where your wealth-building journey comes to a screeching halt for 90% of people. Section 3. The 3 deadly traps. At $300,000 in December 2025, you're about to encounter 3 psychological traps that have destroyed more wealth than any market crash in history. Trap number 1. The sophistication trap. Your VA accumulated $300,000 through some combination of disciplined saving, consistent investing, and probably a bit of market timing luck. You've survived multiple market cycles. You've read the books, listened to the podcasts, maybe even taken some courses. Your brain concludes, I must be pretty good at this. This is when conservative index fund investors suddenly become stock-picking gurus. This is when people who've never touched options suddenly think they understand covered calls. This is when I should diversify into crypto becomes a rational thought instead of the speculative gamble it actually is. In December 2025, this trap is more dangerous than ever. Why? Because the tools available to retail investors have never been more sophisticated. You can trade options on your phone at 2 a.m. You can buy fractional shares of anything. You can leverage your portfolio with the tap of a button. You can invest in AI-driven funds, quantum computing ETFs, climate tech, SPX, and 1,000 other products that didn't exist a decade ago. The sophistication of available tools tricks you into believing you need to be more sophisticated with your strategy. But here's the brutal truth. Every dollar you allocate away from your boring, proven strategy at this level is a dollar you're gambling with your future. That $30,000 you put into individual AI stocks, if it goes to zero, you've just deleted 18 months of compound growth. That $50,000 you leverage for options trading, one bad week could erase 3 years of disciplined saving. Hash trap number 2. The comparison catastrophe in December 2025. This trap has reached peak toxicity. You're scrolling through social media and you see a 28-year-old bragging about their $800,000 portfolio from a tech IPO. A crypto trader showing their $2 million gains from a real estate investor flipping properties and claiming $500,000 in annual profit. An AI entrepreneur selling their startup for 8 figures. Suddenly your $300,000 feels pathetic. You worked for years to build this. You sacrificed. You delayed gratification. You lived below your means while your friends took luxury vacations. And here's someone half your age with triple your net worth, apparently doing it effortlessly. This is where people abandon their entire strategy trying to catch up. They abandon their 60/40ths portfolio for 100% tech stocks. They take out home equity loans to invest in cryptocurrency. They start day trading. They invest in their buddy's AI-powered business venture. They convince themselves that boring index funds are for people who don't understand real wealth building. The comparison trap is particularly vicious in 2025 because what you're comparing yourself to isn't even real. It's carefully curated highlights. It's survivorship bias on steroids. For every crypto millionaire you see online, there are 10,000 people who lost everything that you never hear about. But your brain doesn't process it that way. Your brain sees success and assumes it's replicable, that you're missing out, that you're falling behind. Hash trap number 3. The premature victory lap. This is the quietest killer of all. And in December 2025, it's reached epidemic proportions. You hit $300,000 and suddenly, after years of frugality, you feel like you've earned the right to celebrate, and you absolutely have. But here's where it gets dangerous. That celebration turns into, I can finally afford that luxury car I've been eyeing. £60,000. We deserve that dream vacation to the Maldives. £15,000. Let's upgrade to that bigger house, now that we can afford it. £100,000 more in mortgage. I should treat myself to that Rolex designer wardrobe expensive hobby. £10,000 plus. None of these purchases are inherently wrong, but timing is everything. Here's what most people don't realize. At $300,000, you're not wealthy. You're pre-wealthy. You have just enough money to make expensive mistakes, but not enough money to recover from them quickly. That's £60,000 car purchase. If you'd invested that instead at 8% returns, it would be worth £129,000 in 10 years. That £15,000 vacation, that's £32,000 of future wealth you just burned. That lifestyle upgrade that costs you an extra £2,000 per month, that's £514,000 you won't have at retirement. Every premature victory lap you take at this level pushes your actual financial freedom back by years. Section 4. What you should actually do now. Here's what nobody wants to hear, but what you absolutely need to understand in December 2025. The secret to navigating the $300,000 threshold isn't learning new strategies. It's not getting more sophisticated. It's not diversifying into 17 different asset classes. It's staying boring. I know that sounds insane when your portfolio is jumping around by thousands daily. I know. It feels like you're leaving money on the table. But here's the mathematical reality that will blow your mind. If You have $300,000 invested, earning 8% annually, which is conservative for diversified index funds. That's $24,000 in annual growth. That's $2,000 per month. That's more passive income than many people's entire savings rate. And it gets better because of compound interest. From $300,000 to $600,000. Takes roughly the same amount of time it took you to get from $0 to $300,000. Let that sink in. The same years of grinding, saving, and sacrificing will give you double the money in half the time. This is what I call the escape velocity point. Your money has finally built enough momentum to roll downhill without you constantly pushing the boulder uphill, but only if you don't interfere with it. Here's your actual strategy for December 2025 and beyond. Asterisk rule number 1. Keep doing exactly what got you here. Asterisk. If boring index funds got you to $300,000, boring index funds will get you to $1 million. Don't fix what isn't broken. Asterisk rule number 2. Increase your time horizon, not your risk. Asterisk at $300,000. You should be thinking in decades, not days. The market will have wild swings. Your portfolio will drop $30,000 in a correction. That's normal. Stay the course. Asterisk rule number 3. Automate everything. Asterisk. Set up automatic investments. Make them invisible. Remove the emotional decision-making from the equation entirely. In 2025, there's no excuse not to have this fully automated. Asterisk rule number 4. The 4% lifestyle rule. Asterisk. For every $100,000 you accumulate, you can safely increase your annual lifestyle spending by $4,000. 4% at $300,000. That's $12,000 per year, or $1,000 per month. That's your celebration budget. Not a penny more. Asterisk rule number 5. Ignore the noise. Asterisk. Unfollow the finance influencers. Stop checking your portfolio daily. Definitely stop comparing yourself to others. Your only competition is your past self. Section 5. The real secret. Let me share something that might completely change your perspective. The people who successfully navigate the $300,000 threshold and go on to build multi-million-dollar portfolios aren't smarter than you. They're not better investors. They don't have secret strategies. They have one thing: the ability to be bored and stay bored. Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest investors in history, has said his favorite holding period is forever. His strategy hasn't fundamentally changed in 60 years. Boring. Jack Bogle, founder of Vanguard, spent his entire career preaching the same message. Buy index funds. Hold them forever. Ignore everything else. Boring. The average millionaire drives a car that's 4 years old, lives in a house worth less than 3 times their annual income, and invests in the same boring funds for decades. In December 2025, with all the noise, all the opportunities, all the shiny objects demanding your attention, the most radical thing you can do is be boring. Because here's the final truth. Every dollar you have at $300,000 is worth roughly $4 to $5 in future wealth. Over 20 years, that's not a metaphor. That's compound interest math. When you understand that every $10,000 mistake today is a $40,000 to $50,000 mistake in your future, suddenly being boring doesn't seem boring at all. It seems like the only rational choice. So here's my challenge to you in December 2025. If you're anywhere near $300,000 in net worth, your mission isn't to get clever. It's to protect what you've built. Your mission is to resist every temptation to deviate from the boring strategy that got you here. Because the hardest part wasn't getting to $300,000. The hardest part is not destroying it on your way to becoming a millionaire. Stay boring. Stay disciplined. Let compound interest do what it does best. Your future millionaire self will thank you. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. Always consult with a qualified financial professional before making investment decisions. Past performance does not guarantee future results.